That's how we rollin'.
It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Washington. It's the Vikings and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up tonight, as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Huard up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of what's on the line today and where they could be playing in 2 weeks. It's going to be a game-long challenge, no question, to keep the focus on the right here and the right now. Once you've got a win iced away, well, then you can start entertaining those Super Bowl thoughts and those Super Bowl realities.
Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Second down carry for Jones. They'll cobble together a yard there. Linky Luvu there for the tackle. Third and just 2 to go. Jones once more. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
That pass caught by Dotson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. First carry now for Austin Eckler. Still finding room past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Here we go, cut.
Working inside the red zone. Able to find Dotson here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ready?
Daniels, third and goal. And they will score! Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Point after from Ahmed is good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down for a loss. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Running back sent in motion left. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will be his second effort of the contest. It's fielded at the 14. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense.
Come on, set.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Daniels from the pistol. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hold it ready.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Got his target at Zacchaeus. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Play fake here, Daniels. He rolls to his right. He's got it at the 6! And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like...
And they will score! Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take a 13-0 lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. And we'll play action here. It's McCarthy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, it puts some heat up, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over after the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Jack.
To throw, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Man in motion here. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And that's a Washington touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. This is reeled in by Jauan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. On the shotgun, McCarthy. Jones reels it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Hockenson reels it in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. That's halftime. Only 2 quarters standing between one of these teams and the NFC spot in the Super Bowl. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up
ready
significantly.
to send this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They motion a slot man right.
Ready.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he gets him around 6 there. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Go.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. Fits it through the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They're going play action. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Get it.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Ahmed now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Now we'll get a pause for an injured player. That's Aaron Jones, the man in question, and some obvious discomfort as he gets looked at. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They send a man in motion. Playing favorites with the fullback here. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Commanders set to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Strike.
Here's Daniels. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders blowing them out now, 34-zip. Ahmed now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Vikings ball. We'll see if they can come up with something here and stave off elimination. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he's gonna go, it's a pick 6. Ahmed now for the point after. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 47. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. First down, Vikings.
They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 21. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Back to the air, McCarthy. Looking for an open man. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
McCarthy throwing here. Intercepted in the end zone. Quan Martin with the pick.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
Staying with Robinson. Escapes a defender. Cuts right. Inside the 20. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Ahmed Good on the extra point. And the Commanders continue adding on to that lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Vikings now set to take the field. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway, and trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
That's brought in by Jennings. And he'll get it up to the 44. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's McCarthy. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. Try and push it deep downfield. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go, set. Turn up.
Throwing from the gun. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. McCarthy to throw for it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. And now we have